What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Inside Post and our weekend episode for horse racing at Churchill Downs, Saturday, June 28th. We have a lot of stakes races on the docket, but none better than the Fleur de Lis, highlighted by Torpedo Anna, and the Grade 1 Stephen Foster, with the likes of Mindframe, Mystic Dan, and Sierra Leone. So we're going to go through the stakes card, or the stakes races, highlighted on the card, starting with race 7, the Fleur de Lis, giving you our best bet, next up contender, and a long shot play for these stakes races. So yes, race 7 has the likes of the Grizzly, the Torpedo Anna, the amazing filly that she has been, but we're going to try to beat her. She is 3-5. There's not much really value in there on the race itself. Now, multi-race wagers, yes, for sure. Definitely include her. She just got bumped to hell and back in the Latroin. Hopefully she's came out of that race okay, and hopefully she's ready to run in here. We're just going to try to beat her with number 5, Taxed on the outside at 9-2. Yes, Taxed was in the race of the Latroin and finished second in there behind Raging Sea, just ahead of Torpedo Anna, who kind of just disappointed that day again, ran into a lot of traffic. But we're getting 9-2 right now on Taxed. Seems to be very, very good value. Another horse, Jin on the inside, should be another one to take into consideration at 7-2. It's probably going to be an Anna Grizzly Bear fest in here. She's probably going to munch them, eat them up. But again, value play. We're taking Taxed on the outside. Bayerano gets them out yet again. Kind of like the horse has just been there. So kind of paid its dues. Maybe we get sneaky and get a win here for Randy Morse. Again, 9-2. Jin, another one, like I said, 7-2, comes out of the Shawnee and the Double Dog Dare. Again, ran second and won the Double Dog Dare in there. Has some really good speed figures. Looks to be an early runner as well. And maybe this one could also be, problems for Torpedo Anna. But she's the top of the class. She's the one to beat. Going to be tough to do it. Number 2, kind of a long shot in here to use as a trifecta. Save time at 20-1. We're getting 20-1 on Safi Joseph and Irad Ortiz. I don't know. The speed figures are way off. The works are just average. But again, if they go fast early, this one does have some closing ability. So we'll see what's able to happen here with Irad and Safi Joseph. Again, 20-1. I can't let them beat me out of a trifecta or an exacta. So we're going to throw them in and use them in those types of exotic wagers. All right, race 9, the Grade 3, Kelly's Landing. 6.5 furlongs in here for 3-year-olds and up. Our top pick is going to be the Santa Anita Shipper and Dr. Vinkman. Currently 5-2 for Mark Glad and Antonio Frescu. Gets them out yet again. He's looking around. He does not see Nisos in here, so I feel like he's going to run pretty big without the likes of some of his other California compadres that have came over in this race as well. I think he's set up pretty good in here. He does have a little bit of a late kick. He's going to probably sit mid-pack, and I think they're going to be going pretty quick early to kind of help him out in the paced setup. Booth, definitely the horse to beat. 2-1. We probably will not get 2-1 on this horse. 4 straight wins in a row. The Commodore graded, or just a stakes race. The Grade 3 Whitmore. Grade 3 at Oaklawn Park. And then the Grade 3 Maryland Sprint. All did it from the lead. He's got to be challenged or he's just going to roll. If he's not challenged, it's just his, basically, again, maybe for the 5th straight win. I think number 4, Roll On Big Joe, is going to be the challenger that could cause some problems for Booth, given our pick of Dr. Vinkman a better chance to kind of run at that pace a little bit late in the game. And our long shot, number 8, Durant on the outside. David Jacobson, Jose Ortiz. Just looked really good in the Aristides. I know he was a huge price, but beat out world record and Giant Mischief that day. Maybe this one is just getting into himself here, so we'll see. A big old 6-year-old. Definitely, anything can happen, but I kind of like the outside. He should have a little bit of early speed, but not enough speed to just need to go with Booth or Roll On Big Joe. But I think he sits comfortably again with Dr. Vinkman. And again, Jose Ortiz, one of the hardest riders. So we'll see what is able to happen there. But using this one, exactas and trifectas for sure. Race 10, we have the Grade 2 Wise Dan, a fabulous turf horse. We're going a mile and a 16th for these 4-year-olds. And what a great race. Number 7, Brilliant Birdie, going to be our top pick in here for Sherry DeVoe. Brian Hernandez looked good in that Grade 3 Arlington, was beat out by Yes Mercante. And Laganos was kind of nipping at his heels. So I think he runs better than Mercante here. They're both about, I think, 5-2, 3-1 is what we're getting on both of these horses. I just like the spot that he's putting him back. I don't think he really got into any trouble or anything like that. He was just on the inside and then just kind of got outridden. I think they do a better job of setting him up here. He's definitely going to be coming from off the pace. Not sure what he did in that last race. He kind of went to the lead, which is kind of not expected or not how he's ran in his last probably 5 or 6 races. So I don't know if they're trying to change up the tactics on this horse or what, or if that was just kind of how Brian rode him that day. But again, look for this one to kind of set back off the pace a little bit and make his run a little bit later. Number 8, Fort Washington, going to be one of those next up contenders in here for Claude McGahee, Junior Alvarado, winner of the dinner party and the winner of the Can Turf down at Gulfstream Park. The speed figures look really good, especially coming in with Mercante and Brilliant Birdie. This one has the speed to be dangerous in here, and is going to be another late runner. And he's definitely going to have some speed to run at to try to find that wire first. Mercante, you have to use him. Again, 5-2 or 5-2 is his odds right now. Again, the winner of the Arlington, the Turf Classic, was 2nd place. And then the Kentucky Cup Classic ran first in there at Turfway Park. So another one that looks really good, in great form. Again, beat out Brilliant Birdie and Laganos those last 2 times out. So could be a 2-horse race between this one and Brilliant Birdie. I like Brilliant Birdie sitting outside just a little bit better, and even Fort Washington a little bit better than Mercante in here. Long shot play. There's plenty of long shot plays in here, but number 2, Laganos, probably won't get a whole lot of attention with the other 3. It's currently sitting at 6-1 for Steve Asmussen. Flavion Pratt will get them out. I think that's where the money will come in. Did run 3rd to Mercante and Brilliant Birdie in that last running. Just rallied up. I mean, he was getting there. So I think he's sitting on a big one in here. I like that Pratt stays aboard. Another one that's got some speed figures late. That is definitely going to help this horse run at this possibly early type speed or early speed pace that we're going to see in here set by the likes of Mercante. And I think, what was the other one? Seminole Chief. Definitely going to go out early. So we'll see. And Brilliant Birdie could spoil it too and go early like he did in that last race. But 6-1, we're going to try it. Maybe this horse won't take any money, and it kind of floats up a little bit for us to take a stab at. All right, race 11, the big highlight of the card. Yes, the Grade 1, Stephen Foster. We got Mindframe, we got Sierra Leone, and we got Mystic Dan all going back at it again. Top pick in here is going to be Mindframe. The horse just looks phenomenal right now in training. The horse looks phenomenal form. The Gulfstream Park Mile, amazing. The Churchill Downs Grade 1, amazing in the slop. Kind of closed into that, which he's not used to doing. So just looked like a freak that day in the slop and how he was able to close on that 5 or 6 horses that were kind of up there. He did it, I think he was like 7 wide or in the 7 path. So looks good, in top form, in top condition for the Pletcher barn. Gets Irad Ortiz yet again. If anybody can beat him, it's going to be Sierra Leone. Again, 5-2, Chad Brown, Flavion Pratt. He's always there. He's going to be a board hitter. I mean, 3rd in that New Orleans. I don't know what happened that day. Kind of between horses, maybe got him into a little bit of trouble. Maybe the distance was, he was not ready for that off of a layoff. So this is his second start off a layoff. Chad Brown usually has them prime, ready to go. I love it. He's going to have a late kick again. I'd like to see him and Mindframe kind of hook up and just go at each other. Just to see what can happen with these 4-year-olds. Could be very interesting as we kind of go into this summertime, leading us into the Breeders' Cup. Just phenomenal set of horses that we have running. Mystic Dan, I don't know what type of pace setup he's going to get. There's just a lot of closers in here. There's a little bit of early speed. he looked great in the blame. I'm glad he picked up a win kind of coming in here. Didn't know what he was going to do kind of coming out of the Oaklawn Park Stakes that he ran in and where he finished second to Saudi Crown, but he did not have Brian Hernandez aboard, but Brian come back on him yet again, and he's been at Churchill training for this race, so the works look great. He looks, again, that he could shock and all at 3-1. Our long shot play, not deep long shot, but all these horses are so close, but Hit Show in here at 9-2. I don't know if he's going to take a lot of attention coming from the Dubai World Cup. Sometimes we see a little bit of a stale or regression on these horses when they come back from overseas. It just takes a lot out of them. But if you look at his workouts, he looks like he's ready to go. And he never was across seas or, on a plane or whatever it was. So he looks like he could run big again in here for the big 5-year-old. Just what the horse was able to do before the Dubai World Cup looked fabulous. I mean, he popped off 3 straight wins. The Lucas Classic, the Fillette, comes in, ran 3rd in the Clark, 1st in Louisiana. And again, is the European or the across the seas over in Dubai going to take too much out of him? If not, this horse may be in just as good of a shape as Mindframe. He seems to be running really well and just wants to run right now and seems to be peaking almost going into his kind of like middle of his 5th year career. So we'll see if Brad Cox has this one tuned up. Again, this race looks phenomenal. We have, again, 5, 6, even 7 runners. If you count in First Mission or another Cox horse that all can run, we should see one hell of a dogfight coming down to the wire. Let's hopefully we keep everybody in here. I think there's 7 runners right now. I just want to see a great race. Let's get 4 of them across the line. And let's see Mindframe, Sierra Leone. Let's settle that business right now of kind of like who's the better 4-year-old coming in. So there's our top picks. Again, there's plenty of racing. Races 1 through 6 and obviously race 12. Really good racing for the day at Churchill. Saturday, June 28th. Leave a comment down below your top pick for any of these stakes races or just the Stephen Foster. We'll talk about it. And make sure to subscribe to the channel as the summer is heating up with a lot of graded stakes actions leading up to the Breeders' Cup. Thank you for watching, guys. Good luck.